Alrighty then. Welcome back to Mystery Puzzle Challenge, brought to you by Puzzle Journal. I am still Cards of the Heart, and Do Not Put Me on Pizza is still helping
It's still
me.
not on pizza.
Still don't put it on pizza though. I don't have a problem with it on pizza personally, but in any case, we do have a winners bracket match for you between somegirl and thespinbeast, and the game that they will be playing for this match is Devil Dice for the PlayStation.
So I've heard things about this game, and according to the tester's notes, it's devilishly difficult. Just
a little bit. No, I don't remember why. I don't remember why Spins has levels unlocked. I don't recall the circumstances behind that. I swear that they were not unlocked when I was proctoring the match. But the general flow of the puzzle mode for this game is that you might be able to see on the upper right corner of their screens below the stage number. There's an objective for how many of a certain face of the die need to be facing upward, and all the die have to touch each other in order to disappear. So you gotta have so for the first stage you gotta have three die that have the number 3 face standing up, and they all have to touch each other in order to clear the stage. That explanation may be a little convoluted, but it will start to make a bit more sense as you see the gameplay. So without further delay, I suggest we get into that gameplay.
Yeah, let's get rolling.
So as you can see, there are die oriented in different positions, and you only have a certain number of moves in order to get the die into the right positions. So as you can see there from Spin Beast, all 3 die were number 3 and facing upward and all touching each other, and that's how you make those pieces disappear. And when all the die pieces disappear, the stage is cleared. And there's some interesting little mechanics you can do with that will make these puzzles a bit more interesting as this game progresses. And we are going to be playing through the first 40 of them for this goal, so there will definitely be some more interesting mechanics that get revealed. Some of these puzzles have very simple solutions to them, like number 5 here from somegirl. Others get just a little bit more involved, as you might be able to see Spin Beast struggling with this here.
That puzzle that somegirl just did for all those two being connected together. So this game also has combos, and you have to. Once two dice of a certain side are matched together, which happens when you have at least that many dice connected, they start syncing, and then you can actually push. Oh,
yes,
that's how you solve that one, right?
Yes, that is one of the bigger mechanics that puzzle introduces, and there's gonna be a lot of pushing and flipping dice as you go through. And there are also different types of blocks. Like all the blocks you're seeing on screen right now, they are kind of the standard. You walk off of one face in one direction, and the dice flips in that direction. But
Sorry,
when
can you repeat that? I think about multiple dice moving, or
well, yeah, there are multiple types of die. There are some that flip when you push them, and then there are some that you can't even move.
I see.
And number 10 introduces a unusual mechanic that I'm still not entirely familiar with. I can't say I've seen double dice a great deal, but the solution to number 10 is you have to actually, while those two blocks are falling, you have to push one of the number 1 pieces next to them, connect the 1 to the 2s that are falling, and apparently when you do that it matches all the other number 1s that are on the board, so you do a bit of a combo clear with that.
Where the hell is that explained?
I don't know. I can't say I've played this game before, so
It was one of those things that, like, yeah, that would make sense if it was actually explained anywhere.
I can't remember if there's a tutorial for it. So yeah, there it is. There it is explained right there. And I'm still not sure. I'm still not sure where else you are supposed to know about that. So
Okay, yeah. So yes, it's explained the puzzle, but it doesn't feel like a very intuitive mechanic. So that's the main issue I have with that. Meanwhile, Spinbeast is really stuck, not realizing that stepping straight to the 3 is the wrong move. Because what you need to do is you need to step sideways to put the 3 in the side, so that when you walk towards and then back in, the 3 will be on top again. Wow, the sound effects in this game. Especially the sound effect when you fail a puzzle and that's scream. That is... Where did this game come from? Oh dear. Meanwhile, I think we've lost cards to PoopNet, probably. Then forward twice more. There we go. So, looks like I'm flying solo for a while.
Yeah, because I'm an asshole.
Well, yes, you are, but I wasn't going to say that.
I would do a cards impression, but I don't know how well that would work out. Instead, I'm just going to be the voice of God right now until he comes back. And I can't believe Spin is actually still on stage 4.
Yeah, I mean, I just mentioned the where they're continually going wrong and doing puzzle number 1 again for some reason.
Yeah, that can accidentally happen because it doesn't actually... The first line of puzzles 1 to 10 are opened up, so it will let you do them in any order you feel like it. So it's very easy to go to the wrong level. And yeah, the way that this game works, for those who still don't get it or just tuned in, is if you look at their screen, there is a dice piece. In Spinbeast's case, it is a dice with 3 dots on it, so the face with 3. And it has a multiplier of 3, meaning that 3 dice with the face of showing 3 have to be touching together. So he has to move around in a specific way to get all 3 of those dice facing with 3 up, but touching each other. And he continues to do it wrong. On the other hand, somegirl has gotten way past that and is currently on stage 15. Reminder, the goal is stage 40.
Spinbeast has finally got past stage 4.
Hey.
And welcome back, Hard.
Finally. My apologies for that, ladies and gentlemen. I have no control over that. My house is bad. My house is old and has bad wiring.
Okay, I filled in for you. I'm gonna leave now.
Stage 16 looks deceptively simple.
Oh yeah, this is
Oh, wait, hold on. No, that's still simple because you just walk around the back, push that one in forward, and then. Oh, okay,
Right.
that's.
Yep, the floor is ice.
No, not just the floor is ice, but the floor is ice, and these dice are curling stones.
Actually, I'm gonna stay in commentary because I feel like it right now. But one of the fun facts, actually, I don't know if it's happened on this stage yet or if it's going to happen, is that the game actually intertwines. Yeah, it's literally doing it right now. You have the 2 wooden dice, which you cannot slide, and you have the metal dice, which you can slide, I believe, or the metal dice you can't move. One or the other.
Yeah, I don't think you can move that dice at all.
Yeah, so the game, the way the game ramps up difficulty beyond the fact that you have a specific goal in mind is to provide challenges or obstacles to that. So that metal piece cannot move, but you need to somehow get the other 2 pieces to touch it with the goal in mind, with your set amount of steps that you have on the stage. So you will have immovable dice, you will have dice that can slide, you have dice that, are just regular dice. All things considered, it's a very interesting game.
This is where it becomes it's a curving puzzle. Wait, so I can't remember which road that, but it's one of those puzzles where you have to push things around, but don't push it against the wall unless you know it needs to stay there.
Yep, something along those lines.
And so this puzzle, it looks like it involves pushing it sideways at the right time to set the priority correctly. And meanwhile, Spinbeast is trying to work out how to combo these pieces together. And this is another fairly strange puzzle that you have to combo the last 2 on top of the others. There we go.
Yeah, that one was strange when I first saw that as a solution. There are definitely some neat little.
If you think that's strange, try actually playing the game. Fun fact, I did not actually beat the goal. The reason the goal is because those crazy guys managed to beat it in a very decent time, and I basically felt like an idiot, so.
Well, now you know how a lot of these other competitors felt.
I'm just not very good at anything involving colors and perspective, in all honesty. Yeah, I
can understand that.
With perspective style games where you need to look ahead based on the way things are oriented, I just do terrible in. It is not my forte.
But it wasn't your forte either.
Exactly.
So that looked like it could. That puzzle that somegirl just did had involved 3 different dice materials. Wow. How many? Do you know if there are other dice materials in these puzzles? So we've seen dice that slide when pushed, dice that turn when pushed, dice that can't be pushed or moved at all.
I'm not aware of any others.
Yeah,
I know.
can't remember any either.
There are. All I know for certain is that there are 100 puzzles, and people have actually speedrun completing all 100 of those puzzles.
Going back to what we were saying earlier in the previous game, this looks like one of those games where a lot of the puzzling would involve speedrunning would involve just memorizing decent solutions for puzzles.
I'll tell you right now, 20 is not so much a memorization solution as it is a pure speed solution, because you've got to make a match and then try to chain other matches onto it. That's how you
I see.
you complete this one.
Because I tried to see something clever there.
And then some girls got to move left and
forward and
not seeing it in time. So that 4's got to move down, and then the 3 to its right has to be moved left. And then you just chain everything in a sequence.
I want to point out, because I see it being discussed in chat right now with the semantics of the goal, it's also in the rulebook that if there is ever a thing like this where, for example, beat stage 40, for tiebreaker purposes you have to beat every single stage in order up to stage 40. It doesn't matter if it is available beforehand, you have to beat all stages up until that point for tie-breaking purposes. It is implied that you have to beat every stage from the start to the goal.
There we go. Some girls getting the gimmick for the stage.
Actually, a fun fact about this game is that this is actually Ski Craze Teddy's submission, SCT, who was just in the last match.
Ooh. I mean, this is an interesting looking game that I kind of want to play now.
He was worried that it wouldn't be a good submission, and then I saw it and I'm like, no, this is definitely a good submission. Fun fact, there was actually a submission that we had to cut out because it was not a good submission.
What? Okay, let's have. What do you call not a good submission?
Manamono Sweeper. It is a roguelike RPG Minesweeper game that is basically pure luck and terribleness. It's a cool idea when you hear it, and then when you actually play it and try to beat it, it is just frustrating beyond belief, and we deemed it not acceptable for the tournament.
Gee, I wonder why.
That honestly does sound like a game I want to play.
Oh, it's definitely a fun game to
Probably just
play.
not under tournament conditions.
But for a tournament match, it is not ideal in the slightest.
Oh, that's interesting. You have to push the middle.
There's a nice little chain. There we go. That's cool. I like these different concepts. They make this pretty neat. Oh, and then there's this. You gotta move. Looks like you gotta move one piece a whole bunch of different directions.
I'm looking at this puzzle now, and it looks like it should be possible in less than 8 steps. But apparently that's the number you need. Sorry, go ahead.
Manamono Sweeper also, you would not be able to do any tiebreaker rules on it whatsoever, so that's also an instant disqualification for the submission.
By the way, I gotta say every time the little character you're controlling fails and dies, dies.
Yeah, I mentioned.
That scream just will not get out of my head.
I mentioned that while you lost connection, I believe. So yeah.
Yes, it's that, and then the again. You gotta do it again. That would get under my skin quite quickly.
This is why during the streaming of all these matches, I don't actually listen to the VODs.
Good policy.
Right?
Oh, this one looks a bit involved for some girl.
Actually, Dark Ares, I have something to say to that. Don't call yourself a fan if you have the stream muted now.
Wait, what?
You're crossing the memes, pizza.
Oh, it's dangerous. Okay. We're gonna have things blow up if you continue this. Only licensed practitioners are allowed to mix up memes together, okay? It involves a PhD and a master's degree. You need at least 10 years of schooling from the University of B. It's just too much.
It's not like I'm being completely random here.
I can't allow for the safety of our viewers this.
Alright, let me...
I think Dark Ares is a little tilted.
No. I'm just letting it drag on as long as possible.
Gotta fill the dead air with something.
I can stretch this out all day.
Dice aren't stretchy!
It depends.
Depends on what exactly? The laws of physics?
Depends on the definition of stretchiness. I mean, you got your little bit of stretchiness, like a rubber band, then you have the stretchiness of like a rubber strap for like tarps and everything like that, where it's like really tough, but with more pressure on it, you know, it actually stretches pretty damn far. Then you just got like, you know, cheese string stretchiness, which isn't actually stretchy at all, it just kind of breaks apart. So, you know, you gotta fill in that stretchiness. What level stretch are we at right now?
The level of stretch where you're just keeping this going because you can.
Pretty much.
Okay, this 29 definitely looks like something you need to sit down a bit and ponder with.
Yeah, it's like she's actually paying attention to the tester's note. It's amazing.
Well, on a macro level, this level's fairly simple. You've got to go up 3 times. You've got to go right 3 times just to get next to the other one. But the question is, what order do you need to do it in?
Right, and this does seem like one of those levels you could trial and error if you were that inclined. Like there aren't that many different ways you can move a single piece up and right.
20. So that's brute forceable.
Right. Yeah. You could do it. It would just take a little while.
Actually, because you can apply symmetry only 10. Those are actually relevant.
Should also
So
also be noted that there is a reset button on the controller, I believe. One of the shoulder buttons actually resets the stage. You see these players going into the menu to restart. You don't actually have to. No.
There's also a button that goes backwards or forward in the stages.
What? There's an undo button?
No. Like, if, for example, it will jump you from stage 29 to stage 30 or to stage 28.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, this kind of stuff is news to me too. But yeah, a lot of that stuff wasn't actually explained all that well, we admittedly we did not require a formal paste bin with controls and objectives for every game.
Actually, I'm looking at this now and I'm thinking maybe the solution is just to diagonally stair step up to the other dice. Because it looks like the only thing that's going to work. Given that some girls tried almost everything else.
And I will tell you right now, it is. That is how you do. That is how you do this stage. So I fear some girl will be stuck on that stage for a while.
And it's the sort of thing you could probably work out by staring at this puzzle for long enough, but that's something I've only been able to work out by just watching some girl have a number of failed attempts at this puzzle. So some trial and error is necessary for games like this, I feel.
Now what about see what's see it's been a while. See, it seems like we just saw the solution to 19 a while ago, but I don't remember what it is. So okay. I'm seeing the speedrun solution to this puzzle. You have to get all these in a straight line.
Which puzzle? The one
for 19, yes.
I mean, it's also. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, there's also a bit of a looping movement to the solution to Spinbeast's puzzle, and there's a lot of like looping around pieces that you kind of need to do to get through some of these puzzles too.
It reminds me of those loops in sliding puzzles where you have to send pieces around. Like you've heard of if I mention the 15 puzzle, you know what I mean by that, yeah? Basically, the game that puzzle is when it's actually executed well enough to complete meme fest. But
Can't say I've ever heard the term.
It's because it's the original puzzle was a 4x4 grid of tiles numbered 1 to 15 in a gap, and you had to get the pieces in order. But yeah, in those sorts of puzzles, there are loops where you moving things around to make a I guess it's sort of a subroutine where you're moving to swap two pieces around. There's a specific setup, and similar to this, to move a piece sideways while keeping the same face on top, you have to do the subroutine that Spinbeast was stuck on for a long time, where you push it sideways, then go forward, and then back in. And so there are things like that that will come up again and again.
All right, there we go. Some girl got that one. Had to do a little bit of a do-si-do around that puzzle, but finally got it. And it does seem like to me that to some extent the puzzles scale up in difficulty in their little groups of 10. So like
That's gonna make sense.
Because puzzle 10 would obviously be harder than puzzle 1, but puzzle 11 may not have been harder than puzzle 10.
Wow. First try on 32. That puzzle looked very difficult, but I guess it was fairly simple in what you had to do.
Yeah, it's just one of the things with solving puzzles. Either you get it immediately or you don't get it for 10 minutes.
Yeah, or 10 minutes, more like 35.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. To answer a question in chat, this will not necessarily be the end of a puzzle god because this is a winner's bracket match. So whoever loses this is not out.
Yeah, and the loser does have to face Tayman, who we saw in the last match. So who knows? Who knows? Tayman has gone through quite a bit of a loser's bracket run. You have to wonder if the loser of this match is going to have their hands full in the next matchup. It can be really hard to tell depending on.
Where's the loser of this
The
match
game.
ending up? I think you actually mentioned it earlier, didn't you?
Do what now?
The loser of this match is facing someone.
Right, Tayman. Yeah.
Oh, right, yes. So that's going to be an interesting match.
Alright, so what is the idea for 35? Looks like some girl is starting to stall just a little bit. That feel I'm constantly having to look up the speed run to see solutions to these puzzles. Okay, so it does appear for 35 that you kind of have to circle one of the dice around the long way to connect it to the one with the 6 upward facing, and then move that in a gap for the 3 in a row. But yeah, you do not want. I don't think you want to be moving the piece you're standing on at the start.
I also don't think you want to be moving next. I also don't know if you want to be moving next to the 6 with that cell just to the right of it, because it looks like it forces the 6 out in a bad way.
Spin did finally find the camera button, huh? I mean that you've gotta test all the buttons.
Well, isn't that rule 3? No,
It's one
is
of
it 3 or 5?
Oh geez, it's
press all the buttons. Because rule 5 is watch the goddamn demo.
Right.
I kind of miss last month's rule, even though he was a handful to commentate with.
But no, for 35, what you want to do is move the rightmost 3 down, left, and up to connect it to the 6. So you'll have a 3 on the left and then a 3 in the middle. So then all you have to do is just move the 6 right and down. That makes 3s in a row. And
so I was right in that you don't want to be approaching that 6 from the right. You want to be approaching from the left.
Right. I don't think the faces line up for that.
Yeah.
So there may be several puzzles in the course of this game that have straightforward looking solutions like that, but I don't think they come up that often. I mean it's very simple once you understand what needs to be done, but it can take forever to
It can take for
to
actually
the point you
understand.
understand what the end game is. It's why I usually try to visualize these types of puzzles from the end. I start from the end of the puzzle, and then go backwards. There we go. Puzzles are getting solved! Hooray! Okay, so how is this? Okay, there's that lone 4 is sticking out so much. How are you gonna get to it?
That loop must exist for a reason. And yet...
Doesn't seem like you can... It doesn't seem like you can get to it from the bottom.
I don't think you've got enough moves to do anything with that.
Yeah, you may not have the moves to physically move it. There we go.
Ooh, nice. So it looks like it's there mostly as a restriction of movement rather than an actual you have to go that way.
Oh, you can't push those 3 while they're together spin. Oh. That might be a problem. I'm not aware of any mechanic that allows you to stand on top of die after you have walked off.
So yeah, you just bring the mid one out and then push them individually. Because you can't push 2 at a time either. There we go.
Let's see what see, what are we doing for 37? Oh, there we go.
That apparently.
it would take me so long to visualize some of these puzzles. Glad I'm not being subjected to them.
38 is quite simple. Just gotta do that once more.
Yeah. Yeah,
No! You're the thing! Come on!
I mean, it could be so easy. It could be so easy to see those kinds of patterns in real time, but you get to it in the heat of battle here, and brain gets a bit fried.
Yeah.
I think what's tripping up some girl in that line of thinking is that they're doing the rolling pattern from the bottom. Like
Well,
probably...
that's the thing. She did it from the top the first time, and then dropped the solution.
I have to imagine once they start doing it consistently from the top, they'll think to just repeat it. But
Looks
thoughts
like this
not
might
entering
happen.
my head to do it again.
Nope.
No, not that way. Right. It just did that pattern.
There we go!
It did that pattern twice, and then finally clicked to do it a third time.
Oh, now this variation, where you only have 2 rows, and now you have to do something different.
Yeah, just a little
That's
bit.
an
Yes.
interesting iterative puzzle there. I actually, having just seen 38, I can't see how to do 39. But I guess that's why this puzzle exists here.
That is quite the expression in chat. I just solved you, Gabe. Why you make harder? Damn you!
I'm laughing about the rage here, but I actually think that's a really clever thing that some puzzle games do. It's just iterate a puzzle. Occasionally more than once, but often just once. Like, you've had this puzzle, now do it with a little added restriction. And this is a classic example of that, where the puzzle is so much different because you don't have the row behind to work with.
Meanwhile, Spin Beast on the puzzle with the stairway solution.
Almost had it there, just didn't really have to start going up instead of right. And goes the wrong way to start again.
Oh well. Whew. Trying to think how you would visualize this.
Which puzzle? 39.
Or 39. Okay, the pieces might be too far away for that. It does seem like you should start with moving the leftmost piece closer. Yeah, this sure doesn't work.
This is another one of those puzzle games which has a parity rule of some description. You have to work out exactly how it applies, and I talked last game about puzzle games nerd sniping the commentators. This is another one.
Oh, twos. No, that's not what you're supposed to match. Such an easy mistake to make, though. Now the
they're both sitting
character
down
in these
the job.
games are just sitting down and pondering life. Wondering what they did to get into this situation. Spin finally solving 29.
What did they do to end up in this situation? They signed up for Mystery Puzzle Challenge. That's what happened.
Yeah, why? That's the big question. Like, why do we do anything in life? Okay. Is 39 any closer to being solved? Not with that movement, no. This does give Spin some room to catch up. If some girl continues to struggle on this.
And catching up is happening because that's 31. I didn't see how 32 is solved because some girl did this so quickly. The answer is, though, it's not like that, because that's the starting position again. Oh? No, because that's gonna be, yep.
That's a bit much. Oh no, if you could just do that while bringing the other die over afterwards, then maybe that would work. Ooh, I don't know. That might be too far away now. Nope. Just one of those looping motions that these puzzles have been encouraging using to solve for so long. This hasn't quite stuck that they are needed. Oh man. Yeah, this would drive me bonkers.
BRB getting some dice.
I can't even remember if these puzzles are specifically unlocked 10 at a time. There's a suggestion to move on to 40, but I don't know if you can.
Don't know if the tournament rules would allow it. Yeah, because Dark Eyes was saying earlier about the tiebreakers involving having to do the puzzles in order, but what I think happens is that the puzzles, the next row unlocks when you have 8 at the previous row.
Oh, let's see. Oh no! I don't. You can't move it there. Ugh. Some girl just wants to keep moving that that rightmost piece further right. It's just like you have to loop so far out of the way. It just doesn't want to work. Ooh, no. So close. So close. We're getting close to the 15-minute mark left in this match. Again, these players have an hour to complete the goal, which is to beat the first 40 stages of puzzle mode for this game called Devil Dice for the PlayStation 1. And if neither player can complete said goal, then whoever makes the most progress in that hour time will win the match. Some girl has been on 39 for some time, and to be fair, Spinbeast has been stuck on 32 for a while as well.
I think Spinbeast. I think Spinbeast be stuck on a few of these puzzles. This being the most recent one.
Oh, not the twos! No. Nope. Definitely can't match the twos. Now you just gotta.
I think that solution was too much in the wrong direction.
Okay, some girl, you're getting off the grid. Might want to stay on screen.
Actually, hold on. They're giving you no, because you don't have enough moves.
Someone's saying it's making their brain soft, making my brain hurt. To be honest. But yeah, if you try to start, like if you try to start moving anything else, but the leftmost piece, it just becomes too far separated from everything else.
Actually, I know Dark Aries was mentioning earlier about not being able to complete this goal. I wonder exactly where he got stuck in the hour.
But yeah, as was.
Oh dear!
Oh
Somewhere
my.
in the 20s.
Yikes! But yeah, in any case, it's mostly the players that submitted mystery goals for this tournament, and the goals that within a threat range. So testers, Dark Aries, these games and to judge whether there are completable goals within a certain time frame, and for that I forever thank them for their efforts.
It's a thankless job to have to play thousands of terrible games just to see what's worth.
Hey, terrible games. Speak for yourself. This one's pretty neat.
Yeah, okay. I am being mean. There have been some very good games, and this is one of them. There have also been some rather less good games.
Why do you want to compare everything to puzzle?
No, I'm not. No. I put puzzle in a separate category.
Yeah, the bin.
Yeah, but yeah, there have been a few other less good games as well. Wait, hold on. 38 with one extra move, except they both have the same goal. Except they have the same step count, limit of 12.
Yeah, it's something along those lines. Like you don't have as much space to work with, but
I mean, also the same solution would work for both, but to do that, you would have had to essentially have solved 39, the harder puzzle before the easier one. It does look like some girls doing the same thing over and over and stepping that rightmost dice out too far. And I don't know if that's wrong or not, but it feels like it is.
I can't even begin to figure out what you would do from that point, and some girl doesn't know either. It seems like some girl's been close multiple times. Don't know if Spinbeast has been all that close. 32 is so deceptive.
I don't think that Spin's managed to have both dice end up the same number next to each other after 12 steps. So I don't know if there's this getting closeness to...
There it is.
At the exact time that some girl solved it. And I just did exactly the same bloody thing on level 39!
And I believe that's actually a different solution than the speedrun would do. By the by. So, again, these puzzles can have slightly different solutions to them. And now just one more level to completion for some girl.
40 looks very similar to 32, in that there's just 2 dice and a thin path to work with.
I think she has the right idea. Yeah, there it is. There it is.
There we go.
Clear. 51 minutes later, some girl finally wins and moves on.
And by the
to
winner's thing, I think Spinbeast had enough at that point as well.
just a bit. Yeah. There are just some mechanics that Spin took a little too long to grasp, and so now they will have to head down to Losers, see what Tayman is all about, and we'll have to the puzzle god will have to make their run from Losers.
Well, we already know what Tayman's all about. Salt.
Well, let's just hope for Spin's sake there isn't a game involving slugs. But I think as we congratulate some girl on a job well done and tell Spin not to give up too quickly on the dream, we might as well go ahead and wrap up our action
And roll
for
off into
tonight. Winners semifinals is finally decided. We have some girl versus Alpha 5 on one end of the bracket, and the other end is Saiho and Yume Tsubasa. Those should be two really good, entertaining matchups. So yeah, Pizza. Any final thoughts on tonight's action?
Yeah. Actually, no. My brain is too cubed after watching this game.
Just a bit. These were definitely games that I would not have been able to wrap my head around quickly. So, congrats to these players for getting as far as they did with these things. They are certainly better puzzlers than I. So I believe that will take care of all of the pleasantries for this night of action. We will certainly be here at NASA Marathon to give you guys more puzzle action as it is able to unfold for the rest of this tournament. So, Cards of the Heart, Do Not Put Me on Pizza, and everyone else at Puzzle General, thank you very, very much for watching, and see you next time on Mystery Puzzle Challenge.